Alright, so those of you that don't have number 13 checked off, this video is going to help you guys with those skills that are presented in there. Now, you only have to play measures 5 and 6. This is measure 5, and I'm going to talk about this measure specifically because it's one of the more hard ones, especially if you're a clarinet player. Now, if you're not a clarinet, trumpet, or tenor sax, just ignore the note names. Those are their note names. But this is the pattern you follow. Alright, so clarinets, the thing that always gives you guys the hardest trouble on this one is going over the break. You have to do it a couple times right here. So clarinet players, what you should do is put your right hand down early, that skill we taught you in 6th grade, so that you can play all of these notes that go back and forth over the break. You can play them without stopping your air and stopping that reed. Your left hand will do all of the work for these notes, while your right hand just sits there the entire time. It'll be less work and it'll make things a lot easier. The other thing is that lots of clarinet players move their left hand too much. They don't have their fingers positioned great. If you have your finger at an angle like this, you can just roll back and forth between the A and any note that you need to press down this button with. So just barely move it. Most of you are doing this. You're keeping your finger perpendicular to the key, and so you have no choice but to lift up your finger and move it over and press down that key. Just have it at an angle, barely move. It should be a lot less work. Now, if you're a brass player, the thing that's difficult about this is that coming on the next measure is when you go across that high B flat concert. Okay, this is high B flat concert, and then right here you got to go and hit the next partial up. So you have to blow really fast air. So if you are not playing and blowing with really fast air, especially on these last 4 notes going into this one, that's on the next measure, measure 6, then you're not going to hit it. So please work really hard at blowing fast air on those, and you'll be able to get it great. Trombones, the hardest part for you guys on this one is this second note in measure 5. Because that's an E natural, not an E flat. And most of you guys like to over-exaggerate how far you go from first position to second position. You move just this far. It should be like Mr. Cone-sized. Practice really slow. Blow fast air. If you're a clarinet, put your right hand down here, and you guys will be great.
We might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor?